I'll be going through a step-by-step guide for doing your first LinkedIn Live. The steps we'll cover will be enabling Zoom settings, creating your event, sending invitations, preparing to go live, and starting your live event. So the first thing you need to do in order to be able to do a live stream on LinkedIn for an event is to enable that in your Zoom settings if you haven't done that already. Once you're logged into Zoom, you're going to go to settings. Then you're going to go to in meeting advanced right here. It's going to give you a whole bunch of settings here. You got to scroll down until you see allow live streaming of meetings. So you'll see that I already have this enabled, but this is not done by default. So chances are if you've never done this, it's going to be grayed out. So you need to turn it on. And then you need to check where you want to be able to live stream to. So for the purposes of doing a LinkedIn Live, you need this custom live streaming service checked off. So that is what we're going to be using to do the LinkedIn Live stream. And then I have YouTube checked just in case I want to stream there as well. So that is the very first step to enable this in your settings. The next thing you want to do is create your LinkedIn event. So you'll see I'm logged into LinkedIn. I'm going to go down here to events on the bottom left. You'll see there's a plus, so I can say create an event. So the nice part is they give you the dimensions for the cover image, so you know what size is going to work best. I'm going to go ahead and choose the one that I already have created. All right, I'm going to update my image, hit apply. This is going to be an online event. Event format is a LinkedIn Live. So this is where we're saying stream from a third-party tool. Attendees join on LinkedIn to watch and comment. So we're going to do that here. And then I am going to put in my event name. I'm going to select my time zone's correct. I'm going to select my date, my time. Make sure you pay attention to 12 a.m. and 12 p.m. I always add an end time so that people can expect how long it will take. So 30 minutes. And then I will put my description in here. Put this here. I will designate my speaker. So that's myself and somebody else. And then I will go next. And then what it does is it brings up this screen. So you do actually have to post your event to your feed in order for it to be posted as an event. I'm not really sure why. Unfortunately, I will be honest, these posts tend to not get a lot of engagement for some reason. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but that's just the way that it goes. So you'll want to put in a few words here just about your upcoming event and then go ahead and hit post. Now, the other thing you're going to want to do is go back to Zoom and create your event from here. So this is what you will be using as the host in order to conduct the event. So I do this and then I add it to my calendar. So I'm going to go to meetings. I'm going to go to schedule a meeting. So I'm going to just say LinkedIn. No one else will see this except for you and whoever you invite if you have a guest speaker. So I go ahead and set this up. Again, I'm entering the time that I want, 12 p.m. This is going to be 30 minutes. I could enter the people that I want to invite here, but I usually don't. I usually do it on the meeting invite. So I let this say generate automatically. I usually just do a waiting room and then I can admit my guest on. And then down here, actually that's it. You'll just go ahead and hit save. So you'll see right here, this is what you're going to come back to later. When the day that you go live, you're going to go to this. But right here, you'll see these are the details. I'm going to go ahead and add this to my Google Calendar. So then it shows up there. Continue. And then this way, the time is blocked on my calendar. I have the Zoom link readily available, and I will go ahead and add whoever my guests are to this invite so that they know to come join me on Zoom, and that's all they need to do for the live stream. Next, I want to show you how you can go about adding or inviting people, I should say, to your LinkedIn Live event. So if you navigate to your event, which actually let me take a step back and show you. So if you're logged into LinkedIn here, if you scroll down on the bottom left, you'll see events here. So you can click on this events tab. It will show events that you have created, events that you've RSVP'd for. So right here, you'll see, hopefully, the next upcoming event that you're hosting should be first or should be in these top 3. So if you navigate to that event, you are now on the event page. And what you're going to want to do is go to share and then invite. So if you click on invite, now you could go through the painstaking process of scrolling through all of your connections and checking off all of the boxes for people you want to meet or invite to this session. That's very time consuming, as you can imagine. So a simplified way to do this is to filter out certain people that you'd want to invite. So typically for me, I'm doing this by industry. So a lot of times I'm focusing on consulting or coaching. So I'm going to check those boxes. I'm going to say show results. And then what I'm going to do is mark off all of these people. So everyone that's listed here is going to get invited. Now, if I scroll down, here's the caveat. So it's only going to take the people that were first there. Now, as you see, when I keep scrolling, none of these people are checked. So in order to check the next group, so this is showing me right here, I've had 50 selected. What I can do is actually uncheck this and then check it again, and you'll see that it's added 10 more people. So you can kind of keep going through this process of scrolling down, unchecking, checking. Now it's added 80 people. So this is one way that you can do mass invites. If you want to be more specific, you can and go through and not invite everybody. But if you're looking to kind of invite a mass amount of people to your event, this is an easier way to do it. So you kind of just keep going through, and then eventually it will stop once you've gotten through everybody who fits that criteria that you've designated. But you can do this based on location. You can do it based on company, school, industry. It doesn't give you all of the possible ways that you could filter as you could if you did a list, but it does give you some. So this is a way to kind of simplify your invite process. So after you get through the process and get everyone selected that you want, you just click this blue button and it will invite everybody that you've selected. So whenever I'm preparing to go live on LinkedIn, I always have a few specific tabs open in my browser to make sure I have all the information I need right at my fingertips. So the first tab I always have open is this. It's my cheat sheet. It's my instructions to make sure that I'm following step by step everything I need to do in order to go live successfully. So this is my first tab. The second tab is this link, which you can get from here, the Manage Streams page. So this is going to take me to every time I've streamed. So it has all of my past events and my upcoming one. So you'll see here where it says prepare to go live. And this is what I'm going to click on. In here, what we need to do is set up our stream. So first thing we need to do is pick our region. I'm in the US Northeast, and then I'm going to say get URL. And then what I need to do is copy and paste both of these pieces of information over to Zoom. So the other tab that I have opened here is Zoom. So I'm logged into Zoom. I went to my meetings, and then you can see back here, I clicked live stream. So this is for the live stream for that event that I set up through Zoom. So what I need to do is get my stream URL and my stream key and my live streaming page. So I'm going to go back to here. I'm going to copy my stream URL. I am going to paste it in here. Then I'm going to go back and copy my stream key. And I'm going to go back here and paste the stream key. And then the live streaming page URL, I've already done this part. What I did was I copied over the link for my event. So that's another tab that I have open is the event page on LinkedIn for that live event that I'm going to do. And what I do is I grab the URL without the comments piece at the end of the URL. So I grab the whole thing, I copy it, I come to here, I paste it. This is what's going to enable that stream to go to that page on LinkedIn. So then I'm going to hit save. The next piece of what I'm going to do is open my Zoom event itself, right? So just like you're going on a regular Zoom meeting, I'm going to open Zoom and get online. And I'll show that in the next video of how to go step by step through that process. But the one thing I want to make sure is that you still have this open because this is where you're going to see yourself show up once we get the live stream set up. So stay tuned for the next piece. So this is the next piece. Now I am in my Zoom meeting room, right? I set this up just like you would set up any other Zoom meeting, except I made sure that I enabled live streaming on it. So I come into this Zoom room either from my Zoom browser or from the calendar link that's on my calendar. Now I am in here and I want to make sure that I still have up all those tabs that I shared with you, right? So we're still going to have up this set up your stream page, because once I start streaming, it's going to show here. In order to start streaming, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the 3 dots that are in my Zoom browser, and it should see a button that says live stream. So I'm going to go to more, and then I'm going to say live on custom live streaming service. And then what that's going to do is it's going to link these two things together. And now I'm going to see myself show up here on this LinkedIn kind of back end page. I'm not actually live yet. So in order to go live, what I do is I link it over. Once I start seeing myself, I want to mute it because I don't want the feedback of the audio coming through. And then I'm going to hit go live on this browser again. And once I do that, then it all connects together and starts streaming.